Picture this. You're walking dead center in the middle of a dense, dark forest at 3 a.m. when, suddenly, a massive shadow steps out from behind an ancient pine tree. It's a wolf, but it's standing straight up on two legs like a human being. Your brain instantly screams werewolf because we have all seen the movies and read the lore, but you would actually be totally wrong. There is a massive difference between a classic werewolf and a cryptid known as a dogman, and making that mistake could literally be the last thing you ever do. Understanding exactly what you are staring at changes everything about how you survive the encounter. You see, a werewolf is fundamentally a cursed human being suffering from lycanthropy, whether that comes from a witch's spell or a viral bite from another werewolf. This means that, under normal circumstances, they are just your average guy named Dave from accounting who happens to undergo agonizing, bone-snapping transformations whenever the full moon rises. They are totally driven by supernatural forces taking over their mind until the sun comes up, and they wake up naked in a ditch somewhere with no memory of the absolute chaos they caused. But a dogman is a completely different, terrifying beast altogether because it doesn't transform, and it doesn't need a full moon to ruin your life. A dogman is a flesh and blood, biological cryptid existing perfectly in its horrifying, upright canine state 24/7, just living out in the deep woods of places like Michigan or Wisconsin, where the infamous beast of Bray Road was spotted. They are born as dogmen and they will die as dogmen, acting way more like an undiscovered species of highly intelligent apex predator rather than some tragic magical victim. This makes them infinitely more dangerous, because a dogman actually possesses the calculated hunting intelligence of a wild animal mixed with the unsettling bipedal agility of a human being. If you really look at the physical traits, you will notice that while werewolves are usually depicted as monstrously huge wolves that might run on all fours or walk on two legs depending on the movie budget, a dogman almost always has a very specific anatomical structure. It features a broad, muscular chest and arms that end in terrifying, clawed hands instead of normal paws, along with digitigrade legs. This means they walk on their toes with their heels up in the air, giving them that creepy, backward-bending knee look that lets them sprint at impossible speeds to chase down cars on lonely dirt roads just for the fun of it. So, if you are thinking you can just load your grandfather's revolver with silver bullets to protect yourself, you are completely out of luck. Silver only works on the magical, supernatural curse of a werewolf, whereas shooting a physical cryptid dogman with a piece of fancy jewelry metal is only going to make it incredibly angry. You just shot a hyper-aggressive, 7-foot-tall wolfman with the equivalent of a BB gun. This means you have to throw out absolutely everything Hollywood taught you and recognize that you are not dealing with magic, but rather an evolutionary nightmare that has been stalking the North American woods for centuries, leaving massive claw marks on trees and terrifying campers without ever turning back into a human. So, the next time you hear a massive twig snap in the dark and see glowing amber eyes hovering 7 feet off the ground, completely ignoring the fact that it is a crescent moon outside, don't try to look for silver. The dogman certainly doesn't care what phase the moon is in when it's looking for its next midnight snack.